Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we are going to be joined with Sean from Crypto Smith YouTube channel. Again, he was on last week. We got a lot of stuff to talk about with the market conditions, Metamonkey. We'll talk about some Para and where we are with staking, and then maybe talk about some Luna. I know it's kind of on the downside as well, and some big developments there. So we'll bring Sean in, and we'll get started. We're going to do some giveaways tonight as well. And we'll talk about memberships and stuff too. So let's bring Sean in and we'll get started. Sean, how you doing tonight?
Hello, everyone. Thanks, Alex, for bringing me on. I do appreciate it, man. Hope you're having a good day.
Yeah, I am. How's yours?
Not bad at all. Actually, the weather here is turning very nice. So we're done with the 100-degree weather and hopefully moving into fall. So yeah, all good here.
Yeah, I feel like every year it's like, hey, fall's here. It's 65, and then 2 days later, hey, it's 100. So we're not done yet.
Yep.
So we're kind of trending on that as well this week. We're going to be in the hundreds again next week. So it's going to be hot again. But yeah, we're doing good. Welcome, everybody. Jay Broderson. We got Kruger. Thank you for becoming a member. Rad's here. So welcome, everybody. So one thing I wanted to tell everybody real quick is I made a post earlier that when I get to welcome Melina, good to see you. When I get to 10 members, I'm gonna do a $50 in ETH giveaway, just for the members only. Those members. So at any level you can join. Hey Taylor, welcome. Let's go MMAI. I agree. We're gonna get into that here quick. A lot of excitement there. But any level of memberships for my channel will get you entered into the $50 ETH giveaway, and then Rena, welcome. And then I'm also going to do a Para Prepper giveaway. Once I hit 30 members, we'll give away a Para Prepper. And I'll make posts about this. And then once I hit 50 members, I'm going to give away 1 million Para tokens. So we're kind of want to celebrate Para getting back to staking, hopefully here in the next few days. So Kruger.
Welcome, everyone. Kruger. Good to see you.
So the market is, with the ETH merge happening today, it started this morning. ETH kind of took a hit starting this morning and just kind of gone down a little bit all day long. So, we kind of figured it was going to go the other direction during this merge, but, it was kind of one of those buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. And, of course, then there was the article that came out about Do Kwon with the arrest warrant and, with Luna and then, people kind of had an uproar on that. And, so the whole market right now I think it's just kind of in the shambles that people are kind of scared. And
it's always funny to me how, that whole buy the rumor, sell the news deal works. And I understand that it works and why it works.
Yeah.
But it just seems odd that because something didn't pump, like maybe everybody was expecting it to pump or, to get some kind of a bump in the market because there wasn't any issues, with the ETH merge, they decide they're going to sell because that didn't happen. Let's just have a sell off now. I don't really understand it myself. It goes counterintuitive to what I believe. So
yeah,
it's always strange.
And, were people protecting themselves with ETH just in case something happened with the merge, and yeah, everything's down after the merge. Yeah, you're right, Rad. And why? What were people scared of? I don't know personally. Was it just the fact that the merge was going to happen and people were afraid of what was going to happen? Just to kind of protect their holdings. Who knows? It might see more dump. Yeah, Bitcoin. They're still projecting Bitcoin to hit 17 at some point. So, who knows? Y2K effect, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Just the what ifs,
Yeah, Do Kwon's news didn't help at all either.
No, Luna obviously is a different animal, but man, it was pumping up into the 6s almost, and now it's down in the 3s again, which the support's right around. Whoa, okay, well, it's lower than that. That's wrapped, but just the ETH version of it. So, after that announcement, it just took a hit. and just kind of had all that FUD going on. I think that a lot of people still think he's involved with Luna Classic, and he's not. So I think that's part of it.
And Luna Classic is just a chain at this point. It doesn't do anything, right? I mean, I'm not misunderstanding this.
Yeah, like, so it's
purely speculation at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a hype machine, I think, right now. It's supposed to be part of an ecosystem, its own blockchain and everything. But right now, I think it's if you like it or you don't. In my opinion, there's 50% of the people like it and they buy it, and the other people don't like it and they don't want to buy it. So because of what happened, And
I'm kind of in that second group where I mean, obviously this wrecked a lot of people's lives. And that's what I was saying before is it didn't seem right to get into it just for speculation's sake. Yeah. Maybe you can make some money and that's good. And maybe some, people who got into it or who lost some money, maybe they're able to recoup some of their, losses with this. But it literally has no utility whatsoever. It's just a speculative coin at this point. It's Dogecoin, but with a lot more holders.
Yeah,
obviously,
for sure. Yeah. And it's a sentiment thing, I think, right now too. And hey, welcome, fan. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming. I hope Carlos is wrong. Go below 1,000 again. I really hope you're wrong.
Something major is going to have to happen for that to go into effect. I don't see it, but who knows? It's all guesswork at this point.
Yeah, I agree. Go back to ETH. I think ETH or Luna. I think it's how you feel about the situation. Let's kind of let's make it recover just to get it back to where it was. But I think when it hit 6 euros and you bought then, I think that was a good opportunity to make money. So.
Yeah, and you took a big risk because you didn't know whether it was going all the way to 10 zeros or what, and it was just done. It's but anyway, I mean, I guess if you dropped a couple $100 in there, that couldn't hurt,
right? And that I'll be honest, that's what we did. We dropped $250 or $300 into it, and it's like, okay, well, if it recovers, it recovers. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And they've come a long way. You got staking back and the burn coming. And but here's the deal. Here's the thing about the whole burn. Binance was supporting the burn and KuCoin, and now they're not. So I think that had a big impact on this price as well. Because back when I did a video last week about Binance, they were CZ said they were going to support the burn, and now they're not.
Right.
So who knows? Could that contribute to the price too? It's just a big speculation at this point, I think.
Yeah, and I get the community behind it. Obviously, everybody's wants to make money, but also wants to help the token come back and maybe make some people whole again, or get some of that back. So I mean, I can support that. I don't know that I'll get into it, but it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting right now, but
no, today sucks. It's a terrible today.
Yeah. Today it's just bad all around. But,
yeah,
it's just. It's September, we're thinking everything's going to turn around, and we just
September's never been a good month for crypto.
Yeah.
So I don't know why people were thinking it was going to be okay. And September is always a pretty red month.
Yeah.
So let's see come November. November's my time.
Yeah. Bertison, you're right. Graphic cards are not in high demand right now. We talked about that before because of the merge. The way that ETH is going to be validated has changed. So these big mining rigs aren't going to be needed anymore. So that's definitely true.
Now, did I read that there was an article going around that said a lot of these miners were going to get together and basically branch off and make their own, ETH Classic or ETH, whatever it might be, to still use the miners to still have some relevancy and income. I thought I read that.
I haven't heard about that, but it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, you could just make an offshoot of ETH 2.0, have its own shard is pretty much what it is. When the sharding happens, original ETH is going to be is going to be a shard. That's where we're heading. So that wouldn't surprise me.
So they had to pre-plan something because there are large companies with warehouses full of video cards, just mining all day for years. I'm sure they didn't just turn the lights off and be like, okay, I guess we're done. I mean, I'm sure there was some planning that went behind that.
Yeah. There had to have been, at least for the last 6 months. I mean, we've been talking about this for a few months now, and I'm sure they came up with something creative as far as how to continue to make money that way. I mean, look at how much money was made just doing mining for ETH. I mean, you're not even talking about Bitcoin. You're just talking about ETH alone, with all the transactions that were being done every minute or every second. So, and it's different to be, just so if anybody doesn't know, and I made a video on this as well. If you don't know, to be a validator on ETH 2.0, you have to have 32 ETH to stake to become a validator. So you have to have quite a bit of ETH in order to do that. And I know they had fulfilled that a long time ago of having enough people, enough validators, but you can't just walk in and do it. You have to actually have quite a bit of ETH staked. So
yeah, and I'm sure a lot of these companies probably did that or had agreements, in advance to be validators, and so at least they got their foot in the door. And then I thought maybe they're going to switch to mining some other crypto, but you know what, the proof of work is just not going to be allowed in the future. Governments and the general public doesn't like it, so
yeah,
they're going to have to figure out another way to do business.
Yep, for sure. Before I forget, guys, I'm going to do a giveaway for a House of Clownz NFT tonight. I'm going to do it a little bit different. We're going to do a marbles race with marbles on stream. It's just a little bit more fun than just entering into the StreamYard giveaway tool or a Twitter picker or something like that. So I'll enter everybody's name in, and we'll do a marbles race for the people that are here, and then we'll give away the NFT. Welcome, LG. Welcome, Jacob. Good look at the wallet of an ETH miner today. $12 million in that wallet. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Crazy.
Yeah, it was 12 million. I wonder what it is now.
Right. A few $100 less than ETH. That's, yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah.
All right. So Metamonkey AI, and this stream is sponsored by Metamonkey. So this is a project that Sean and I have been covering for a few weeks, I guess, maybe a month now, almost a month. And they just dropped an exchange yesterday, and I believe they're dropping another one today, right? Am I right?
I didn't see that. I saw Probit. That's the only one I saw.
Yeah, Probit. That's the fourth one. So they've got 4 now. So Probit will be the 4th one. So let's see. They do LBank yesterday, right?
Yeah, LBank's live. BKEX is tomorrow, today and tomorrow.
Today and tomorrow.
And then Bitmart. I don't think they've even given a date yet for Bitmart.
Yeah, that was a question mark. And then they threw down there's just so many posts. People post so much. LBank. So they did an AMA yesterday with LBank on Twitter, and marbles. Yeah, people like marbles. I'm telling you, it's fun. So we'll do one here probably in about a half an hour or so. But yeah, they did an AMA yesterday at 10 a.m. with LBank, and from what I heard, I wasn't able to attend. I was on a Parrot huddle, but it was really good. That Augustine did really well on it, and they're going to be doing quite a bit of marketing, from what I hear, as far as exchanges go and other regions of the world.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it. So there's said, and there was a marketer from LBank on there, right, with Augustine.
Yep.
And so they're saying they're gonna do some marketing for Metamonkey, or just marketing in general for crypto.
I think. Well, they've been talking about Metamonkey doing marketing themselves in other regions of the world. So. Schedule. God, I'm trying to find they had a list. Yeah, BKX, LBank, and Bitmart, and then they did Probit.
Right.
I'm trying to find the time when they were doing.
Hey, Alex. Did you rug? Hey.
Oh, there we go. Hey, Tim, welcome. It's weird. My internet's been kind of funny all day, so hopefully I don't lose everybody. But I think this is one of the reasons, in my opinion, that there's so much excitement with Metamonkey. The price is down, and that could be for a whole different number of reasons. But the excitement for me is they said they were going to hit exchanges, and they had 3 almost before they launched, and now they have a 4th. So,
Right.
What exchanges do for a token this new, it kind of depends, I think, on the marketing, how you're getting the word out to people. So, I don't know how big of a price impact it made today as far as exchanges goes, but it is exciting that they're keeping their word.
Not a lot, yeah. And Probit's not a huge exchange. I think they do like 120 million in volume, which obviously it's still a ton.
Yeah.
But something like Bitmart, which is a pretty decent size, they do about 3 billion 24-hour volume. So that's a pretty good size exchange used all over. And then some of these exchanges really are like I think BKEX is kind of a lot in like the Asian countries. So it kind of really depends. And I guess you would have to, or what you'd want to market in that area in order to kind of pump that listing up.
Yeah, definitely. And a lot of these smaller exchanges are, region specific,
Right.
So there's a lot of countries that use these exchanges because of that. So, like I said, I like that they're keeping to their word and they're getting on exchanges like they said, for sure. But
well, yeah, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, besides the tech behind the scenes and then dropping that wallet and the other things to come, really that's the only thing they can do is just really push forward to getting on as many exchanges as they can to get that reach out there and then market. Like those are the 2 things that need to be done, and they can be done. So, and they're I think they're definitely taking the right approach.
I agree, definitely. And it's about accessibility to buy the token, right?
Right.
And ease to buy it. And exchanges, people find easier to buy. Everybody has their opinion of exchanges. Ever since Hotbit had that thing, I personally don't really.
Losing you again. Hey, Tim Shea, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay. So I wonder, can everybody still hear me? Am I still good?
There we go. I'm back.
Hey, there you are.
I can see and hear you still.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I was like, well, hopefully Sean will just hold it down while I'm gone.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming they can still hear and see me. So.
Yeah. And guys, let us know if I go away, can you still hear Sean? Let me know in the comments. We'll get to the giveaways, crew. Be patient. Jeez. Tonight we're gonna do a giveaway for everybody. So once I get to 10 members, I'll start doing members only giveaways.
Hey, so if Kruger wins, you can only pay him in the V1 ETH. He doesn't get the new V2.
Yeah. I could just send him V1 para. I have that. Or V2. No, sorry. I have V2 para. I could send him that. That'd be hilarious.
All right. Broderson says he can still hear me, so that's good.
Okay, cool.
All right. So I'll take over if you rug yourself.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know what's going on tonight. You sound better muted. That's not very nice at all.
Ouch.
Yeah. Luckily, it doesn't hurt my feelings. So Austin is going to check out the lab in Korea. So he's actually going to go to Korea and check it out?
That's what the fan was saying. Yeah, that the team, and I think what they mean by the team is Austin and Fan, and probably Augustin and maybe some of the others are going to take a trip to Korea, I believe, and probably see the university they've got going there, and and hopefully bring some good alphas, to the group.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I must have missed that, but that's pretty cool. That would be something really really nice to see.
I think they said it at the end of the month. So
at the end,
so in a couple weeks.
Wow, that's quick.
Yeah, it is. It is. I was surprised.
Yeah, me too. I'm thinking like in a couple months or next year or something. No, that's That's pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
They're going now.
Going now. That's crazy. Yes, film and stream from there. That's awesome. I'm looking forward to that for sure. And the great thing is Austin has the perfect platform to do it on. He gets a lot of viewers.
Yeah.
So starting a V1 collection, send him over. Yeah, let's see how many V1. You talking about ETH, Kruger, or Para?
He'll take either one, I'm sure.
I still see my V2 Para in my wallet sometimes, and it says like a couple $1 million, and it's like, that would be nice.
In a parallel universe, you are wealthy.
I am wealthy. I'm fake rich.
Yeah.
Oh man. So what else has happened with Metamonkey? So, one thing I do want to mention about all of them. Yeah, he'll take all of them. Okay. I'll get them out of my wallet. Perfect. Send me your address. Send them all. So the wallet. So the one thing we kind of talked about when Metamonkey kind of had surfaced and we started covering it was the fact that they had a wallet ready to go and the metaverse was pretty much ready to go, and that the wallet was going to be released at the end of August is what they had told us, right? And
yes,
so the wallet hasn't been released yet. They've kind of they've delayed that. And, it's one of my concerns was, okay, well, if they don't release utility soon, I've been part of those people that have been telling people, hey, it's going to be released. You won't have to wait. They're going to have utility out and things for us to use, right? So I'm like, okay, well, this could be a problem for me because I'm telling people that it's ready to go and it's not come out yet. Well, come to find out that they have wanted to do some changes aesthetically to make it a little bit more, better to look at. And then they have some upgrades to do that they said no one's using in crypto. So they've kind of put it on hold to make these upgrades. And I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm not in any hurry, right? I want it to be right. The function's there. It can be put out, but they just want it to look a little nicer.
Yeah, maybe a new skin on it or a UI, work. I think that's what I heard, or called a new paint job or whatever. But your concern is valid, and that was my concern too, because I know that. I mean, nobody wants anybody to be critical of their project, and unfortunately, I'm one of those people that will be critical. If the time comes and it needs it. But that was, it was a little bit disappointing to me because I assumed that they had done the testing prior to announcing that they were going to release it and got all of the things that they wanted out of it. But obviously that they didn't. So we have to eat crow and stand behind them either way. It like you said, it doesn't. I don't care if it comes out tomorrow or next month. It doesn't matter to me. I'm a long-term holder. So, but for other people, I can see the negativity build and does give them pause. Like, hey, we just went through this with other projects, and we want this one to be different and to learn from all those mistakes of projects past.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I'm not afraid to voice my opinion or my concerns, and I did, and I got on a call with Austin, and I'll just be completely honest and told him my concern because it's my reputation, it's my
Right.
YouTube channel that we're using, our YouTube channels, all of ours. And I don't want people to think that we were just hyping this project up, for a pump and dump to try to make money. That's not what it's about.
Right.
And so I told him that, and he's like, no, I totally agree. He's talked to him about it. And so it's just one of those things that I want to be honest with my community. Like, look, this is what I was told, and now this is what we're doing, or they're doing. So I want to bring you guys, everybody, the correct information when I get it. So,
yeah, and that's part of being the responsible person that you are. You and being the one that's putting it out there, right? You're given the news, and so you're relaying that information to your community. And when that news is wrong, unfortunately, you bear the brunt of that, and you have to just own up and be like, sorry, that's this is what we're told. Unfortunately, it happened, and you have two choices. What do you want to do?
Yeah,
you want to wait?
For sure. Yep.
Yeah,
I totally agree. So Kruger said that he said make it 12, but if I get 12 members, he'll give away 250,000 Para tokens. So, and that's tonight. So if anybody joins, and Kruger's that to the members, right? That'll be to the members only, I'm assuming. Yeah. So, in any tier, guys, just want to let you know, one reason I'm doing this too is, hey, welcome, Shaman says. Later on, I want to make it easier to do giveaways, right? And we've seen giveaway problems in other channels. And as I continue to grow, I wanted to make it show, a scammer's not coming here and winning giveaways and stuff like that. So that's why I did one pretty cheap at $2.99 a month. That will get you into members only giveaways. You don't have to get the $6.99 if you don't want to. So yeah, if we get 12 more members signed up now, we'll give away 250,000 pair tokens. And then that'll get us to 10 ETH or to 10 members, and then I'll give away 50 ETH at the same time. $50 in ETH, not 50 ETH, $50 in ETH. Sorry.
Yes. Sounds fair.
So, and like I said, I'm going to do regular giveaways to make it worth the money that people are paying. So,
yeah, no, your take on that is valid. That trying to figure out ways to thwart these scammers that are out there, that swoop in after somebody wins and you send it to the wrong person, and then you got to deal with that nightmare. It's going to get harder and harder, but yeah, that's a great idea actually, and I didn't even think about that. Because I can go on, I can put subscriber only mode in my chat, but they can just go subscribe for 5 minutes and get in the chat and do their damage. So yeah, you're I think you're right on point with that. Creating that membership.
Yeah. And I want to reward the people that are supporting me too. So that's another easy way that I can just go to the members list. I can copy and paste into a picker if I want, or the giveaway tool, or I can, I wish I could do members only chat. I think you can, right? You can do members only too. Because I think Austin did it. You can do members only chat, and they can type in and just be entered.
Yeah, he does that when he's doing his giveaways now.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And that's, I was on one stream I watched that he had somebody couldn't verify that they were who they were. And we sat there for probably, I don't know, what was it, 10 minutes trying to get this guy verified. And he's like, I'm just going to do members only. And so people joined the membership, and then they ended up giving that guy the money. And so it was this big, huge ordeal. He goes, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just going to do members only. And that was the day I started my memberships. And
yeah, that was the day he gave away like $2,000 or $2,100.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah. Because of those mistakes.
Yeah. Big mistakes. So
yeah, scammers are out there. They're everywhere.
For sure. So yeah, guys, if we get 12 more members, we'll give away 250,000 pair of tokens, and then we'll give away that $50 in ETH. So, okay. So back to Metamonkey. So the wallet. So they're kind of hoping to put it out pretty soon. I want to say in the next couple of weeks is what their hope is. Obviously, things change, but it's still going to need to go through beta testing, and they're going to send it out for everybody to test and to be honest with. It's going to be one of those things where everybody needs to use it and give feedback. So it's still not going to be 100% yet.
There you go. There's one.
Well, thanks, Sean.
You got it.
I can't wait until you're getting pretty close, aren't you? Are you well, I know you get the viewing hours, but
yeah, I'm just over 800 now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm getting up there. Just got to keep putting the time in.
Yeah, you've got good growth. It's been 808. I think it was close to 700 last time we were on a week ago, or a little more than that. So you're gaining ground for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I love it. It's been a fun journey so far.
So there's the link, guys. Go subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. He does really good content. I regularly watch his videos. Every time he puts one out, I go on, I make sure I watch it. So Kruger said he's going to make it 500,000 tokens. So,
ooh, nice, very nice.
If we get 11 more members, Kruger wait for 2 days. And if we don't get that many, maybe we'll try again next week and see and do some giveaways then. But yeah, guys, go check out his channel. It's great.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. It's one of those things where it's easier to grow when you have help. And that's, I've gained a couple hundred subscribers since we all started working together, and, Austin coming on and supporting all of our channels. It's been good. I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yep. I still got to get him on mine. So got to get him on mine and maybe do an AMA at some point. And I know we were talking in the chat earlier, and I haven't had Augustin on, so hopefully some point in the future, when he got some good alpha, he can drop. He can come on my channel and help out. That'd be cool.
Well, and I know Austin been working with. I know there's a few guys that haven't had him on yet, and so he said he's going to work on that. And now with this trip, they're going well, and of course he was sick for those few days and kind of put him behind. And he is busy between doing Metamonkey stuff now and doing his regular channel. I mean, he does streams sometimes 2 times a day. And
yeah, he's putting in work. That's for sure.
Yeah, he is. He's been doing it a long time. He's put in a lot of work. He deserves it. He has great content. He has great knowledge. Crypto Smith has a great channel. Shaman approved, whatever that's worth.
Appreciate it, brother.
Is he an OG of your channel?
He's been on the channel. Yeah, I'm not sure how long. I don't go into the metrics and look at all this stuff. I probably should. That would probably help me figure out what works and what doesn't work. But I haven't really dove too deep into that yet. But I do appreciate it, Shaman. I do. That means a lot.
Yeah, I totally agree. So we'll kind of talk about Para for a little bit. They had a huddle yesterday, and we'll kind of go over staking and the problems that they've had. So when they launched the staking platform, after the first 24 hours and rewards started coming out, they found that there was a flaw in the contract that was missed during the audit that was allowing a bot to go in there and steal reward tokens. So they shut down the rewards, and it was only the rewards. So everybody's tokens that had staked in there were safe. So it was just the reward side of it. So they shut down the rewards and implemented a fix. And now currently everybody's having to unstake because they're going to throw a new contract in. It's getting tested right now and audited to fix this, I guess, error that was missed. So it was definitely a blow to the platform for sure, but they caught it early. It was only 24 hours worth, so it was a good thing they caught it early. But so hopefully, Lee said yesterday that hopefully staking may be back up in the next couple of days. So that's good. We can get back to staking. Now, rewards that have been, let's see what we got there left to unstake. Hopefully people haven't been staking. So 102 million still to be unstaked. So guys, keep in mind that if you have it unstaked, you will be able to once staking resumes. They're going to keep this up. That way people can continue to pull their tokens out. Now, the reward side of it, they are going to make it right. Lee and the team always do. They're putting together, I'm assuming they're figuring out what they're going to owe people with rewards, and they're going to airdrop those tokens to people. So along with the ETH fees to pull your tokens out, to unstake. So, they've always done that. They've always made it whole, everybody whole and on the fees and everything. So community is pretty patient. So we'll get through it. Hopefully we get back to staking here, late this week, early next week. If anybody has any questions about Para staking, please let me know. Let's see. Well, what do you? Simple and easy. It's funny. This is the first staking platform I've used, so I don't really have much to compare to.
Yeah, I'm not much on staking myself. I don't like things to be locked away, and I don't know. I think we went over the staking last time on this.
Yep.
And you can do either or. Like there's several different levels of that, which is really cool to offer for those who don't like their tokens kind of locked.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do 0 days. You can do 30, 60, 90, 120. So, the best, it's up to you what you want to do, how long you want to lock them away for, It's hard.
I like the idea.
What's that?
I like the idea of also if you have NFTs, also you can stake that as well, and that'll help your what you get in rewards. That's pretty cool.
Thank you, Tim, for retweeting the stream. Yeah, everybody, if you guys could like the stream and share it out, we'll get more people in here. We'll probably do a race here in about 10 minutes for the Clownz NFT. For those of you, Sean, have you done marbles before?
I mean, I've watched. I've not done it, on my channel or anything.
Hey, we got another member. Thank you,
see.
LG. Appreciate that.
It's another member.
So we need 10 more to do $500,000 or $500,000. I wish 500,000 pair of tokens tonight. Yes, thank you, Red. You can stake for 0 days, locked for 0 days. That way you can pull them out at any time. Now, keep in mind, guys, the thing about the pair staking is you can claim rewards every 24 hours. So you don't have to wait until the end of the 30 days to claim tokens. So you can leave your tokens staked and just pull them out every 24 hours if you want. You're going to incur a lot of ETH fees to do that every day, but you can take those tokens out and use them as passive income if you want, which is kind of the point, right? $500,000. Yeah, dude. You're not that broke. You will be though. So yeah, I'm going to give away, like I said, once we get to 30 members, I'll give away a prepper, which you can stake that prepper with pair tokens. And then once we get to 50 subs or 50 members, I'll do some pair token giveaways. So you guys can stake those together if you want, if you don't already have them.
So how long is the fix going to take to where everything's, where they think everything's back to normal?
So they've got the new contract done and it's being tested, and I know they're going to have it audited again because we're not trying to throw the company. Everybody knows the company. I mean, let's be honest, the most well-known audit company in crypto. And so they're going to do another audit on this contract. And I'm not sure if they're rushing that or, where they are with testing. I know they got to wait 24, 48 hours as far as rewards go for testing on the contract to make sure everything's working. So that could be, like I said, Lee was hoping by the end of the week, hopefully to have the new website up and everybody back to staking. So that would be about a week after, we kind of stopped staking. Yeah, I agree, Kruger. It was, when I heard, I was like, you just got to be kidding that was happening, but it is what it is.
Let's look on the bright side here. I mean, at least we're in a bear market and you can get these things worked out, while things aren't really jumping right now. So you get everything sorted out and running properly. And, you guys will be in good shape, once we start the run again.
Yeah. Want to buy a Val? Yeah, she got it. I know everybody knows mistakes happen, right? It is what it is. And I'm just very, very thankful that it wasn't on the side of it where people had their tokens staked, because that could have been we had 11 billion tokens staked. So just imagine if it was on that side of it where somebody was going in there and taking tokens out. So luckily it was the reward side, and everybody in here knows that's been part of Para, that Lee will make it right. So I'm not worried about it. Everybody else shouldn't be worried about it. Of course, we all want to get back to staking. We're all excited and we want to get back to it, but we don't want it to happen again. My cousin says he says that. I tell him 299. Yeah, Broderson, 299 is the lowest one I have. The addition of Spencer was fire. Yeah, you're right. If I don't know what would have happened. There's a lot of stuff that's been fixed by Spencer. Been putting a lot of fires out. So it's been crucial that he's been there. Same with Cameron too. They've both been detrimental to, I should say, instrumental to the fixing process of everything that's been going on. So. Yeah, that's exactly what Lee said on the huddle on Wednesday. He was like, these scammers are so incredibly smart that they put their work to good use. They could do something really good in this world, and he's right. Just like Brad said, the skills that they found an exploit that even Certic that they missed, and just they have the skills to build their own project. And it's crazy to think of that way, but.
So I'm assuming that this current audit that's going through is free, is on the house. I mean, I would assume so. If they kind of missed something and somebody was able to get in and hack, that would seem to me like that's kind of a warranty claim right there.
I would think so. That would be. I would demand it to be free. Yeah, like Brad said, it better be free. I would demand it to be free and to be done quickly. I mean,
Right.
it potentially cost the project, I don't even know how much money, thousands of dollars in tokens that they have to make right with their holders. So,
Well, not only that, but the stuff, the intangibles like the lost trust,
yes,
that could happen if somebody's on the fence or they just got in and they're new, they might not be coming back.
yeah, absolutely. I totally agree because it doesn't matter whose fault it is. It looks bad on the project because
Yeah, most holders or anybody, investors right now, and especially if they're new, they don't care. They probably don't even stick around to find out why there was an issue, and
right.
what caused it. They're just like, oh, that was a scam, I'm out.
Yeah, I agree. Free services for a year should be good. Yeah, free Skynet would be good. That's expensive.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I don't even know if you're talking a million tokens a day can be 5 million tokens a day can be distributed from the rewards pool, right? So, 2 million tokens is worth what a million tokens is worth about 100, $200 right now. So, you're looking at almost $1,000 a day, roughly, if not more, that could have been stolen out, if not caught. I mean, or more. So, see what.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
What's Advantis, Brad? Another company? Yeah, AI contract security reader going beta next month. There you go. There's all, Leah talked about using a second company, just with everything that they're doing, security is going to be number one priority. So you can't have it's TARP. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's not surprising at all.
Rebranding now. Yeah.
No. TARP is rebranding to Advantis. Interesting.
Yeah, they did go through. Yeah, they went through some we'll call it bad PR for a while there.
Yeah, but the guy what's his name, Moonshot, it started TARP. I mean, it's totally rug pull. Yeah, I know. Yes, yeah, I remember when they started it. Yeah, it seems like ages ago, but yeah, I remember. I've been watching Moonshot for a long time. Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see what they kind of had that auditing type of feel to them anyway. That's what they were doing, kind of helping people with contracts.
Right. Yeah, just trying to get ahead of anything catastrophic for new projects.
Yeah. All right, guys, I am going to bring up marbles. I'm gonna start entering names in. If you don't see me enter you in, we have 14 people in here. Go ahead and make a comment, guys, just so I know you're still here. Corin, nice to see you, brother. Smart man. Yes, he is. He's incredible. Like I said, I've been listening to him. He's been in crypto he talked about mining Bitcoin back in the day, 10 years ago. So tomorrow launches the beta version. Wow. Of the app. That's crazy. Rena, so Mike Gibson. Jay's here. Okay. But I'm interested to see. Oh, Rat, I didn't know that. You're a TARP holder. That's awesome. Tim Shea, got you. Let's see. LG Crypto. My computer's doing something. It's an AI. It
When you play
learns.
this, when you play marbles, do you have to re-enter everybody's name every time, or it doesn't save
Nope.
it, or
It does. Well, I just if as long as you leave it up and you don't exit out, it'll save it. So you can do different, multiple, um, races in a row.
right? Oh, another new member, Axelindo 17.
That's awesome. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Scott Acker says, "Add me."
Got him. Excellent.
Shaman says, "What kind of improvements would the AI make based on the contracts? In theory, it's a good question. So I was kind of wondering the same thing. What's it learning from? If it's learning, as it reads contracts, then what? Yeah, I guess what can be learned and improved upon."
Right. That is a good question. Let's get Tarp on and ask him. Yeah, I'll have to.
Yeah.
You kind of forgot about Tarp for a while. They've been kind of off the grid, I feel like. All right, let me.
Didn't I see you? There a question earlier about Shibnobi V2, some community-driven issue going on. I don't know. There's something weird.
Well, I found something on Twitter where they said they were doing a Shibnobi 2.0 and get ready for this 1000x gym or something like that. And I'm like, I posted it in our group chat because I didn't know was this real. And I can't find anything as far as official. Nothing officially on their channel. They said they were going to bring out some news in November, I think, some date with some big news. So I'm assuming they just rebranded, but it's one of those projects that almost has to. I agree with Austin. Has to relaunch, drop zeros, lower supply. I mean, they don't really have an option, in my opinion.
And I would agree on every single project out there that has the zeros and the max supply like that is going to have to do it.
Yep.
If you want to get on big exchanges, you want people to take you seriously, you can't have that kind of supply.
Yep, I totally agree. Seems AI learns from failures, backdoors, malicious code, and then knows what to look for in other contracts. Yeah.
But so my question would be, wouldn't it already have to know to look for those things in order to find it in your contract?
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if for something they have to go through with it to make and find the things that are wrong in order for it to learn. I would assume.
Yeah, obviously
something has to teach it.
Yeah, obviously it's much more complex than that. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know anything about it, so
yeah,
these are probably not very intelligent questions to ask for AI learning.
Yeah, this is probably not going to have too many AI answers here, but just more AI is starting to come out with Metamonkey and now with Tarp doing this project with doing auditing. It's going to start to become a little bit more mainstream, I think. So, all right, guys, let me know if you're in here, you don't have your name. I have Kruger, Rad, Broderson, Tim Shea, Jay, Mike Gibson, LG Crypto, Scott Acker, Axelindo, Shaman says, Carlos, and Molina. If anybody else I don't have on here, let me know. Kruger, to answer your question, we need 9 more to do the giveaway. So I have 12 people in here right now. We have 14 people in here, but I feel like I'm missing somebody. Is Jacob still here? Jacob, are you still in here? Corin, gotcha, brother. No, I was missing somebody. Back to Corin. I feel like I need others. Anybody else? So we got 13 people.
Let's roll some marbles.
Just gonna pick a random one. You guys ready to roll? I could put Sean in, I guess. He's a member.
I am a member, yes. I get member privileges.
So we'll put 14 here. Bear with me, guys. I'm new with marbles. Just starting with this, so.
I was messing with it when I first started my
I
channel.
know Tim likes marbles. He watches this.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I said, no, this is going to make me look really stupid when I try to set this up on stream. So I'm like, nah, I'll let the experts deal with it.
I had to do some research on how to set this up. To be honest with you, I'll just be completely honest. You know, getting these custom names up. I was watching 2Bits earlier. I'm like, how did you even get those up there? I don't understand. So I had to do some research to figure it out. But all right, let's do it. So this is for the House of Clownz NFT.
I'll be honest, I don't have one of those yet, so I could use one.
What? Oh, and then House of Clownz?
Yeah. My wallet is clown free right now, so I need to change that.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. He is a pro at it. He's been doing it a while, though. Hopefully, so I didn't have a problem loading this earlier.
And Shaman, yeah, I have seen real life marble races, not in person, but on video. What makes it fun to watch is the commentary. Generally, usually there's some funny commentary that goes with it. So
there we go. Okay, so we got everybody down here. It looks like, yep, 14. So let's do it. I just think this is a lot more fun than just putting people's names into a picker.
Oh man, I'm bringing up the rear right there.
You know, it's funny. I don't know how you get better at marbles. I really don't.
There's a lot of practice involved.
Gotta be, because there's times where I think I'm doing really good, and then I'm like, I'm really bad at it still.
I have to think. You just have to think harder.
Right. Oh, Melina in the lead. It's funny because I had to do research on how to do controls and everything.
Yeah, that can be tricky if you want to get a close up.
It's the WASD buttons. It's just like, unless you don't have a controller. It's kind of weird, but Melina in the lead, Scott close behind. Axelindo, Corin, Shaman, Sean, Kruger, Carlos, Rad, and Jay. Let me know how I'm doing, guys. I hope I'm not making anybody sick. Oh, where are we going?
Yeah, that's confusing. I don't know which way is up.
I don't either. I'm pretty confused right now, to be honest.
Well, we got a pack pulling away.
Some coming over. Axelindo in the lead. Who's going to win it? Who's going to take it? Axelindo wins the NFT. Congratulations.
So do you wait before he's tested for PEDs before you give him the NFT, or how does that work?
What do you mean?
PED, performance enhancing drugs. Does he have to get tested first, or?
Nope.
Nice,
no testing today. So congratulations. Go ahead and you can message me on Twitter. Probably be the easiest way, and I can get that sent over to you.
13th. Well, lucky number 13. All right.
Yeah, there you go. Hey,
nice, man. I suck at this. I got to get better.
I've won a couple times on 2-bits, and it's just kind of fun to watch. I mean, it's kind of exciting. It's definitely a different way to do giveaways. So
yeah, no, it's definitely a lot more creative than Twitter Picker or StreamYard Picker.
Yeah, and I don't want to take it away from 2-bit, but hey, if people can go to 2-bits and win, and then they can go to my stream and win, who cares, right? That's how I look at it.
Got the same odds either way,
right?
Yep. Shaman
used PEDs. What's that?
So Shaman says he used PEDs and he's still
didn't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaman, it's the lack of commitment. I think that's why you lost.
Or concentration.
Concentration. Yeah, it's a big thing.
I'm thinking I might do maybe one marble race every time I stream, whether it's Tuesday AMAs or Thursdays, or if I do streams during the day, and maybe at the end of the month, whoever's on the leaderboard, I'll do a giveaway, or that person will win something. So I'm still kind of ironing out all my giveaways. I want to be fair and I want to make it fun. So you're probably right. Yep.
Yeah. So congrats, Excellendo.
Yeah. So you'll get House of Clownz NFT. And then, like I said, guys, once I hit 30 members, I'll give away a pair of Prepper. And then I'll give away some para tokens when we hit 50. So, well, Sean, what do you have going on? What are you into right now?
Right now, I'm doing. I mean, I do a little bit of XRP content. I follow that. I probably watch 5 videos a day just on that. I just following the lawsuit and all. Terrarium. I follow. I do a little content on that. I'm into this thing called Stable Fund, which is their AI trading bots. If you believe that they're AI trading bots, I'm doing very well. So doing very well in that. That's my best performing by far for the last couple months. And what else am I doing? I don't know. Watching this stupid market just keep going down and then going up a little bit and then going, 2 steps back, 1 step forward.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your opinion? Yeah. What's your opinion on the whole market and why it's going down?
That is, I don't know. Everything is a guess. I think the overall market itself is just everybody's attitude about the inflation. They're still trying to get a grip on, another 0.75, bump in interest rates from the Feds. So everything out there still looks dismal, right? The gas prices really aren't coming down. Home prices are starting to fall, and then they want to say it's everything's going to crash, right? And we're going to burn. And so I think people are just keeping their money in the bank, on the sidelines and waiting for that big aha, drop off the cliff, and then you got this monetary reset that everybody's, peddling right now, which, may or may not happen, but the overall market is just a negative sentiment, and crypto is going to follow that. So, whatever the market's doing, crypto's doing. There was one of those things where people used to love to say that, people get out of, when the stock market's falling, people get into crypto, but that's not the truth.
No. It's funny. You talk about stocks. Someone had posted a picture of Bitcoin and the stock market right next to each other. And it was literally the same. People said, oh, Bitcoin's a scam, but what about the stock market? It looks the same. The chart is, here to here. So
well, people, it's the deal with that is people, we're humans, right? Our emotions don't change from one asset class to the next, right? It's all risky. It's all taking money out of your pocket and put it into something that you cannot control. Yep. So you're going to be emotional about it. And unfortunately, people make emotional decisions that usually gets them, a little less money in their pocket. So, it's hard to say. And crypto is still so young, and the community is so small compared to gold, compared to the stock market and other, markets across the world, that we don't know what we're doing yet.
Yeah.
We're still running around in the woods with our eyes closed, running into trees and, acting like idiots. That's what we're doing in the crypto world right now.
Yeah,
Well,
for
we're
sure.
just waiting
And
for money.
yeah, and we talked about new money last week. We need the new money to come in, and instead of selling from one project to buy another, that's what's going on a lot now is trading. Exactly, big money waiting for regulation. Exactly, that's exactly where I was going. They don't want to put tons of money into something that isn't safe yet. And it's not any safer right now than it was last year. It just isn't. So once we
it's not. It's not. There's still
no,
a lot of scams out there. The US has issues where they want to be out front, but they're probably the most behind right now in the world in crypto adoption and regulation and sentiment, because of the Fed or because the SEC is jerking everybody around. And I listened to a little bit of the congressional hearing with Gary Gensler, the SEC chair, today. So they were kind of grilling him and asking him questions, and they still struggle for power in each one of these agencies, and it's clear he wants it, right? And I believe one of them said, Gary Gensler, he wants to control and run the crypto market, but he doesn't want to write any rules for them. So everybody's confused. Nobody knows what to do. He says, hey, bring your crypto project to us. Come in and talk. All right, let's talk and let's work it out and let's see what we can do. But when crypto projects go to the SEC, they refuse to give him any legal guidance. And then they use all of that information that they gather to turn around and bring enforcement action against the same companies that they're saying that they want to help. So now nobody wants to go talk to them anymore. And I don't blame them, right?
yeah,
XRP, prime example, and I talk about it all the time. They went for, I think it was a couple of years, had many meetings with the SEC, and then the SEC turned around and sued them.
yeah. So, and what is their fascination with XRP? What?
So, well, XRP. So years ago, XRP basically was a competitor because XRP is one of the oldest cryptocurrencies out there, right? The original decentralized exchange. It was a direct competitor to Ethereum. Ethereum said they wanted to move money, right? They wanted to be a what do you call it? Cross-border payments and deal with things like that and remittances. But obviously XRP was built for that reason.
Yeah.
So they saw that and the heads of the SEC at the time when they brought the lawsuit, they are lawyers who work for large what do you call it? Companies that defend. I can't think right now. What's the Ethereum? The Ethereum Foundation is one of them. So one of the heads of the SEC works for a law firm that one of their clients is the Ethereum Foundation, right? So there's a serious conflict of interest. And then Consensus is another one that Joe Lubin owns or helped run with Vitalik. Another one of the SEC heads works for that company. So there's just huge conflicts of interest there. I believe a lot of it was illegal and everybody wants to look the other way. So that was kind of what spurred this. Even though the CFTC and who was it, the Treasury or somebody else, like in 2018, stated that XRP was a currency or a commodity, right? So the other government agencies already gave its designation, and then the SEC said, well, we don't really agree with you. We're going to go ahead and sue them. And they're just basically they just want to hold XRP back.
Yeah, they're just dragging it out. I mean, how long has it been now?
In December, it'll be 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
2 years.
Yeah, crazy.
We're coming up though. We're getting to the end right now. It's coming up. Each side just today, I believe, or yesterday, they had to basically kind of show their cards to each other. Like, this is the evidence we had. This is the evidence we're going to submit to the judge. So then now is the time where we're hoping the SEC sees that really they have nothing to go on and there's no proof and there's all this other information that really makes the SEC look bad. So we're hoping that kind of brings the SEC to the table and be like, all right, you know what, let's try to be friends here and and settle this without any lawsuits coming after. So
Yeah,
that's what we're hoping for.
It seems like they were trying to make an example out of XRP, but they picked the wrong project to make an example out of.
You don't pick a company that's worth $15 billion and then think you're just going to walk all over them. That's it's Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO. He's like, I don't care. I don't want he turned down a settlement offer before. He's like, well, I don't want to settle. We're going to take this thing to the end.
Yeah, so, I want to win. He wants to win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Most other companies, 95% of companies, they just settle because they don't have the money to go that long, right? XRP, or not XRP, but Ripple has spent over $100 million in less than 2 years defending this thing. So
yeah, they'll have more money than the government does. I mean, you know what I mean? They're just
the government has our money. Yeah, the government gets to use our money, so they have unlimited funds. Yeah.
So Kruger said 3 more members tonight, which will get me to 10. He'll give away 150,000 para tokens. So we'll probably stay on for another 15 minutes or so. And then we'll hop off, but 3 more and we'll give away some tokens, and then that'll get me to 10, and then we'll do the $50 in ETH. But if not, we can try it again next week. So no big deal, guys. It's funny, they went after Coinbase too, and kind of went after them, and then it was kind of gone after that. Nothing really came of that.
There's another part. I mean, there's so many different parts to this. So Coinbase wanted to go public, right, before they did. So they have to submit to the SEC all of the assets that they have and that they're going to have on their exchange, and XRP was one of them. And so the SEC went and did their research, and they go through, there's tons of paperwork. Obviously, they interview everybody, and they look at all the tokens, and they say, okay, everything's clear. And they gave them permission, signed off on their whatever the form it is, and they were allowed to go public. And XRP was listed on that exchange. So why was it okay then? And now they're saying, nope, you guys are listing illegal securities.
Yeah,
it doesn't, right? So something changed, and what that was the people at the top. That's what changed.
Yeah, it's funny, and XRP still is not listed on Coinbase, correct? It's still delisted.
No, if you owned it before on there, you can transfer it in and out of your account there. You just can't purchase it or sell it. Yeah. So mine, fortunately, I bought all mine on KuCoin, and I just hold it in my Ledger wallet, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. I
don't hold anything on any exchange.
Yeah, I don't either. I just use Coinbase to buy ETH and send it out. I did use Coinbase to day trade SHIB back when it was doing its thing, the latest, the pump of it. So I was using it for that, but it was just because it was easy to buy and sell on there.
It's the easiest on ramp and off ramp you've got in crypto, especially in the US. So I like it for that, but I don't trust it any more than any other exchange. So
no, and Hobbit kind of solidified that in my mind. When they shut down trading, I mean, everybody that has holdings in there, it's there. You can't touch it. You can't sell it. You can't trade it. It's frozen.
Well, that's what, I don't know if you remember when this was a few months ago, maybe 6 months ago when, this was probably 3 months ago when Coinbase came out and they had to do their quarterly filing with the SEC. And they kind of list, all their assets and what they're doing, their P&Ls and any concerns they have. And one of their concerns in that was, hey, if we happen, in the unlikely event that they were to file bankruptcy, what happens to all of our holders and what happens to all their wallets? And it was their contention that currently, because there's no settled law on this, that basically if you had money on Coinbase, it's now Coinbase's money. And then Coinbase would use that money to pay off their debtors. Right. And then they're not saying that they should do that. They're saying that we're afraid that might happen. Like a judge may say, hey, well, you have all of this money in these accounts. You have to use that now to pay your debts. Right. And so that was their concern. And a lot of people took that as, oh, my gosh, Coinbase just wants to steal our money if they go bankrupt. And that's not really what they were saying. They were saying, hey, could be a potential problem. So Coinbase stock took a major hit over that and lost hundreds of thousands of wallets.
Yeah. And my brother sent me the article and he was like, Coinbase is going bankrupt. So I read it and I said, no. They're just saying if they ever were to go bankrupt, they're not in any position that they're going to go bankrupt. But if they were, that everybody would lose inside the
because a
exchange.
judge
It
at
would be
that
gone.
point is the one who's in control. Like the judge is the one, if they go bankrupt, who's going to say, "Hey, you looks like you have all these assets. You have to use those in order to get yourself out of financial trouble." And so they
Right.
need some sort
Right.
of law or rules or whatever, to happen. And I'm afraid one of these exchanges is going to do that. Is going to go belly up, and people are going to lose a lot of money, and they're going to have to regulate and make more laws because of it.
Yeah.
And that's
I
usually
mean,
the way it works,
essentially,
right? Something that happens. So
yeah. Essentially, when you're on an exchange, your tokens are in their pool, right?
right.
It's their tokens. You're kind of borrowing them, even though you paid for them. They're not, separate from their platform. So they still have control over those tokens as long as they're in there. And people can argue about ETH fees all day long, and but there's still fees in exchanges. There's fees to trade, sell, buy, send out. I mean, you still have fees. So ETH fees have come a long way since February of this year. We're down into the single digits a lot of times,
They're
and
very, very reasonable right now.
yeah, very. I mean, you're talking not much more than $30 at a high time. And beginning of this year, you were talking $110, $120 just to buy crypto on
Yes.
Uniswap.
That
And
kept me out of a lot of projects, which was good because a lot of them, ended up tanking. But so that did help me. But at the
yeah,
end of the day, you have to, everybody has to trust something, right? So you're either going to trust Coinbase or you're going to trust, you have to trust your bank with your money. Are they going to take your money?
right,
Because they can make up some story about how they think your money, came from some crime, and they're going to freeze your account, and you have to come and prove everything, right? So at some
right,
point, it's really never your money until it's in cash, I guess, in your pocket. Then it's your
true,
money. But until then, you have to trust some other intermediary to hold that for you. And you can trust Uniswap, I guess, because it's essentially decentralized. Nobody's
yeah,
really in control of it. But even then, you could have problems. Somebody could hack it, and it's still not your money.
yep. And there's plenty of scams, and they're very smart, and they're ever changing. So there's tons of. I did a video on scams, and probably had, I don't know, 8 or 9 different ones, and I feel like I probably need to do another video of 8 or 9 more that they've come up with just in the last 6 to 12 months. So
Yeah, I find a lot on Telegram, and I've told a story before about how I lost $5,000 because I
yeah,
was a moron, and I clicked on the wrong link and they
yeah,
did things, and I wanted to cry over it because they wiped out my MetaMask account, and I didn't want to cry because somebody took my money. I wanted to cry because I was so stupid,
yeah,
and I didn't take my own advice, and it was just like, what are you doing, you idiot?
yeah,
You
yeah.
deserve to lose that money.
Well, I tell you what, real quick, Shaman, you're right. Not your seed phrase, not your tokens. Exactly right. You have that seed phrase. It's yours. You're the one that has it. So I totally agree. That's great. I'll have to steal that from you. It's a great saying. But I downloaded a fake MetaMask browser extension, and luckily I only had $100 in ETH in that wallet, and that's what got taken. So that I had transferred everything out. But ever since then, I don't use browser extensions. People are like, why don't you use the browser extension? I'm like, well, this is why. I downloaded a fake one, put in my seed phrase, and they got in there and took what I had out. So,
Yep.
you learn. And unfortunately, sometimes it's like taking profits. You have to learn the hard way. And it sucks to learn the hard way.
You don't want to be that guy that said I was up, $20,000, now it's down to $500, like why, what were you thinking? Well, you were greedy, and you were being human, and you were greedy, and you were thinking it was going to go to $100,000, and you didn't want to, get out, too soon. But next time you're not going to do that.
Right. Yeah. And I always tell people that's my new motto now is don't be greedy, take profits, or at least take your initial out. If you put $300 in and you're at 20 grand, take that $300 out. Now you're just playing on house money. You don't have anything invested anymore. You're all just playing on profits.
I don't know if you've ever seen any of my stable fund videos, but stable fund basically it's like an hour. It's supposedly, allegedly, it's trading bots, making money, 1.5%. I have a fairly good feeling about it that it could be real. Some of this guy who developed it, their team spent 3 years developing a bot. And so whatever it is, at the end of the day, I'm still getting my 1.5% every day on my Matic tokens. And so I started this just as I started my channel, just to get, viewership, right? So I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put some money in, and I'm going to compound every single day for 365 days, right? And at the end, it's going to get to some big number, probably unrealistic number. But I'm going to do it just for videos, right? Just for some content. And so it sounded fun. But then as the weeks go along, and I'm in week number 13 right now, you start to realize, you're like, wait a minute. Okay, so it's actually working, and I'm getting up to bigger numbers. But I'm thinking there's no way, 9 months from now, and I'm making, let's say, 4,000 Matic tokens a day. You really think I'm not going to take money out? Like, I'm going to let it go and just keep taking that risk every day of it not being there the next day? Like, there's no way possible you're going to do that. So I'm starting to let my community know, in these videos, like, hey, I know I said I was going to do this, but let's be realistic here, right? It gets to a certain point, I'm taking profit, because if I don't, I'm going to get divorced. My wife finds out that I have that kind of money flowing through there and I didn't take profits. Like, it's going to be a bad day.
Yeah. And people say diamond hands, and I just don't like that. Yes, diamond hands, but you have to take profits. We're here. You put money in to make money. If you don't ever take profits, you're never going to make money. So it doesn't make sense to hold forever. So,
and you teach yourself, that's a responsible investor. That's what responsible investors do. You take your initial out at the minimum. You reach that point, and then you can you can diamond hand all you want after that.
Yeah, I agree. So, guys, real quick before we go, I want to talk about, I did an AMA on this last Tuesday with Sphinx Labs, and I do want to talk about Sphinx Labs. I really do think it's a great project. What they've accomplished in 10 months is pretty amazing. So it's pretty much a one-stop shop. So if you download the app, you can do everything. You can stake, you can farm, you can launch, you can pretty much, there's a wallet. You can do everything pretty much from their DeFi app. So check it out. I don't get paid from them. I literally just heard about this project from Nick from Texas Tornadoes YouTube and had them on, and it's amazing. We talked for just a little over an hour, and they've got stuff coming out, more stuff coming out in the next couple months. And so I'm going to have Jesse back on again at the end of October, beginning of November, just to find out what's been going on. But check it out. They've got 4 different blockchains you can buy the Sphinx token on. So it's amazing. And let me see if I can get there real quick. So they're doing Crow, they're doing Binance, Crow, B-Rise, and Loop, which is going to be their 4th. So Ethereum is just NFTs right now. But there is going to be a use for those NFTs. What those are, we don't know. They haven't released that yet. So you can just pretty much go up here and change it to whatever, what you want to do. And you can farm, stake, launch pad. I mean, they got a bridge. You can mint their NFT for the Crow. It's all right here. I mean, you just got to check it out. All you have to do is change the blockchain up here, and you can go on there and mint NFTs. And you can stake the NFTs with the tokens right here. So this is another project that's doing staking NFTs with tokens. So you just click on the staking pools, and they're all right here. And this is the Kronos blockchain. So they've got tokens on all 4, and they've got NFTs on all 4. And so it's just a great project. I really do like what they're doing. And it's been a short time. It's only been about 10 months. About a year. They just celebrated their 1 year. That's what they're doing this for. You can go on and if you download the app and you sign up, there's steps you can take by going to this. Don't do that. To this right here, and you can earn entries, and you're going to win Sphinx tokens. And you just tell them what blockchain you want to receive those Sphinx tokens in, and they'll send those to you. So it's a pretty cool project, I have to say.
I have not checked that one out yet.
You definitely do. Definitely check it out and get them on your channel. It's funny. I told Jesse, I'm like, you need a laminated sheet of all your talking points. He's like, actually, I do have one. I'm not sure where it's at because they have so much stuff going on that they have to make a sheet to make sure they cover everything. So definitely check it out. And I can get you in touch with Jesse and definitely have them on for an AMA. I think that'd be a great, another great project to have on your channel.
Great. Yeah. I appreciate it. I'm always willing to look at anything.
Yeah. And this is a project I always tell people I only cover 2 projects regularly, which is Para and Metamonkey, and this might be my 3rd. I really do think that once a bull run starts, it'll explode. So,
okay.
But I like obviously my favorite would be Crow, just because that's the one I know the most about. But Loop is interesting, and B Rise too. Those are a couple that Nick had told me about. So
I don't know much about those.
I don't either. I'm gonna add them to my blockchain series. I need to get more videos done on different blockchains. But yeah, check it out. And the app is pretty easy to use. It's free to use. So you got charting and all that stuff. It's like I said, it's one-stop shop.
Excellent. Great. More content incoming.
Yes. Yeah. And guys, seriously, go put your bell on for Sean's channel. He does really in-depth videos. He puts a lot of time into them, and you can get great information from his channel. So check it out. All right, guys. Well, does anybody else have any questions about anything else you want us to cover before we hop off? We've been on almost an hour and a half. So did our giveaway. When we get to 3 more members, I'll do the $50 in ETH just for those members. So, Sean, anything else you want to talk about?
I think I'm good, man. Metamonkey, just stay on it. I think this, obviously we're very early. To even, talk about any negatives in it, we're just too early to worry about, those kind of things. So we're just let them do their thing and but hold them accountable. We don't have an issue with that, right? If there's something we see that could be better, we definitely want to say something.
Yeah.
You want to be that community. You don't want to get to that point where nobody says anything negative, and it, 6 months down the road, if something bad happens, and if you happen to criticize it, everybody kicks you out of their group, and you're ostracized now from talking about it. So we don't want to be that.
Yeah, definitely. And if anybody has any concerns, you can message me or Sean or whoever else, and we can get it up the ladder too. To answer your question, Tim, I'll be live on Tuesday with Crypto Pets, and then I will be live next Thursday again too. So I think I'm talking to Larry with Crypto Talk Now about being on next Thursday. So, we'll do some more giveaways probably. And so yeah, just stay tuned. Corn, thank you. No problem, brother. Take your time. There's no rush, but I appreciate that. Shaman, have a great night.
Yeah, Tim, thanks for stopping by. Shaman, good to see you as always. Broderson, you are welcome, sir, or ma'am. Yep. I'm not sure.
So yeah, we'll be live. I'll be live again next Thursday. We'll talk about more Metamonkey. We'll kind of see where we are by then. There's going to be a few more exchanges coming up, and they're going to be taking that big trip soon. That who knows?
Yeah, that should really be cool. That should really be cool.
I agree.
I'm sure they're going to learn a lot. Yeah. And I'm going to be live on Saturday. I got to make a thumbnail tonight. I'm not even sure what time it's going to be yet, but it's pretty much just going to be my a weekly update for my stable fund. So I figured I'd do it a live stream style this time and see if I can get anybody to join in and chat with them about it. So. I'll do that on Saturday.
Yep, I'll be there. I'll make sure and watch it on that. I need to learn some more about that stuff anyway. So,
okay, cool.
Sounds good. All right, everybody. Well, I appreciate everybody coming. Everybody that joined memberships, thank you very much for supporting me. Go and support Sean as well. Turn that bell on so you know when he's going to be live and doing content. And we'll be on again next week and doing some updates. And check out the Tuesday stream. It's going to be with Crypto Pets. It's a pretty cool project, I think, with a play to earn game and everything like that. So we'll jump into that. So Sean, thank you for thanks, Rad. Like and subscribe. Thank you. And Sean, thank you again for coming on. It's been a pleasure as always. I love the knowledge that you bring. So thank you. And again, thank you everybody else. And everybody have a great night, and we'll see you on the next video.